Hi Scorpions, this is Tara with Ariana Stark. This is your forecast for October 2020. Like always, I will rely on Tarot for your overall reading, and I'll also use some oracle decks that we have here. Maybe a love oracle deck for messages with respect to your love life, and some other oracle decks like the Gateway Oracle cards or Angel Therapy cards by Doreen Virtue to conclude this reading. It's become windy out here, the October wind. Towards the final days of September, stepping into October, we have the card Three of Cups. It's quite likely a feeling of contentment was there. Maybe your love life or your social life was also on the upswing. Maybe you were feeling quite happy and content. For many Scorpions, I also feel that your contacts or your acquaintances and relatives had also promoted you. Maybe you could have benefited on account of them. For some of you, I think the health of a loved one was also a matter of concern. Obstacles to overcome this month or the challenges that are in store for you, we have the Six of Wands. Certainly you cannot escape the spotlight. You will have to be up and about, Scorpions, because the circumstances are going to be such that you cannot be too inflexible or rigid. You have to move the changes. Maybe there will be sudden activity, which I feel it's quite likely in October. Another thing I'm picking up is that even if you make gains, you may think that your pockets aren't too deep. So that could leave you a bit flustered or exasperated. You may also feel that because of the mistakes of people around you or someone whom you trust with your finances, you don't have deep pockets. Maybe you should reevaluate where you are going wrong with respect to your financial issues so that you don't have to think or maybe you shouldn't be too downcast because of your financial condition. Perhaps, Scorpions, you should save for a rainy day. Influences for the month, we have the Hangman. The Hangman is a card that this person is hanging in the limbo. Maybe he is unaware of how he should proceed. I also feel that your health could be a factor this month. So physically and mentally, you may be feeling a bit down and out. So watch out for that. Many Scorpions, you'll also have to deal with excess work. Maybe work could increase, so the pressure of work could also play on your head. Some of you should also be careful because you may be unnerved or perturbed on account of bias that exists within the family. So you think that people are prejudiced, and in fact you feel that because you're the one who's always taking the initiative, or you're the one who's quite productive, so in the end you end up being saddled with more and more work, whether it's at home or whether at the workplace. Basically, you'll have to prioritize, you have to adjust your schedule, and you should also not hesitate when it comes to taking assistance from your loved ones, because it's better to take whatever assistance that can come in, because it will come in handy. Sometimes you may also feel pressured because staff may not be around, maybe colleagues may be absent, and that means you have to step up. So that means that you have a lot to deal with, or you have more than you can chew. The first 10 days of October, we have the Four of Pentacles. I think like this person here, this girl here, she is holding on to her money and resources. So you may feel that there's a lack of money. Like I said, even the obstacles or the challenges, it seems to convey the same thing, because you may feel that there's discontentment basically on account of financial issues. For some of you, I feel that in case you're working, your creative idea could be rejected, and this could leave you a bit despondent. You should also be prepared because expenses could mount. Maybe you feel that money is flowing out. Some kind of tension is also likely on the home front, because you may be going through this and it could leave you quite exasperated, and you may overreact to situation. Scorpions can also expect an offer from outstation offer, but the money or the offer is ridiculously less. So maybe you will think it is completely silly to even look around or think about such an offer. You will win that offer, no doubt. You may also be reminded by your loved ones that you should be more firm when it comes to handling financial issues. Maybe people take advantage of you. Whatever it is, I think you also feel that despite putting in the effort, you don't get the pay hike, or you don't get what you desire. The feeling of dissatisfaction is going to be there, no doubt. Towards 11th to 20th October, we have the Eight of Cups. I think work-wise you will be doing well, but then you need to guard against ill health. Sometimes there will also be periods of confusion. Some of you may also be traveling, or there could be some kind of movement which is going to be there. There's also going to be reunions in this period. You will get to understand why there are blockages in your life, or why there are limitations or roadblocks which you have to deal with. Definitely this could be emotionally draining, but then it will also give you a clear picture. Maybe you'll get some kind of insight. At work or while working, I think Scorpions, you need to plan your schedule in such a manner that you could be able to complete whatever you have in mind, or maybe you will come across as someone who is very professional in his dealings, especially between 11th to 20th. You may also receive dues in this period. Maybe even an advance could come your way, and this could help you move forward with respect to work. As a leader, I think you could be quite gruff because you think that workers aren't complying or they are non-compliant, and you want to do away with them, but then you cannot do much because your hands are tied. Maybe you have to find a way to make them work. Sometimes you may also find yourself being forced to do things which are unethical because a superior wants you to do so. Maybe you will realize that fighting with everyone could make you look like the bad egg. Towards the final days of October for Scorpions, that is 21st to 31st October, we have Nine of Pentacles. In this period, you may feel that despite pushing the envelope, you don't get whatever you desire. There's a lot of hard work in store for you, and you have to keep at it. You cannot give up. Sometimes you may feel quite frustrated as well because you think there's no end in sight, but then you should carry on because rewards are going to be there, no doubt. In this period also, I think someone who has misbehaved with you in the past could also want you to re-enter your life and could ask for forgiveness and favors. It's best to be thoughtful, and it's best to be kindly disposed towards others. Again, in this period also, I'm also picking up that you will be overburdened. So you could also benefit in the month on account of recommendation. Maybe Scorpions, you should also focus on your health, like I said, or even on self-care, and isolate yourself a bit so that you can understand or reevaluate. Gadgets could also trouble you this period. Maybe you should enjoy good food, and you should lighten up the mood by focusing on self-care. On the love front, we have the card Commitment, and I also have the card Received. Isn't it so uncanny that both the cards have hands? Maybe you will be dealing something. You will also be dealing with paperwork, or maybe you will be writing those sweet notes to your beloved. That's a possibility, or maybe you could be communicating. Whatever it is, Scorpions, I think those who are in love, I think you will desire a commitment from your partner. You will accept his offer of love in case he makes a formal proposal, because you believe that you need to walk down the aisle, or you need to settle down with this person. On the other hand, Scorpions, if you are crushing on someone, you will continue to cyberstalk the person. You may feel that sometimes you may feel as if that your love life you are making no headway, that it's static. In case you are single, that is. But then you should keep at it, or maybe you should focus on yourself as well. Another thing I'm picking up is single Scorpions. I think your loved ones will play Cupid. They may want you to commit to a person they have in mind for you, maybe on a dating site or on a matrimonial site. So there's another offer of commitment which your family thinks that you shouldn't refuse. Those who are married, I think you'll be quite emotional as you feel that your marriage has its low moments. Maybe your spouse misbehaves with you. Whatever it is, the two of you will also make plans about the future. You want a stable and content life. So again, you are committed to your marriage, and you are going to ignore whatever the issues that are there, which are there. Maybe he or she is also linking you to a member of the opposite sex, so that could affect you emotionally. Another thing, I think you should also be careful because your spouse's health could also be a factor in this month. Maybe he is unwell, and this could play on your mind. Those who are in an on-again, off-again relationship may also want to make or renew contact with that special someone, but then maybe you will withhold yourself. Maybe you think that it's not time yet. From the oracle text, I have the card Embrace the Future. I step into the future with an open heart. Just now I was talking about commitment, so in case if may resonate with some Scorpions who are embracing the future, you think you need to move forward and commit yourself to this relationship. Even if you're working also, I think if there's an offer or something like that, then you should be open to the possibilities that it's not always that all the offers may be good, but then something else could be in the offing in the near future. Another card I'm picking up is You're Profoundly Clairvoyant. Trust what you see in your mind's eye as well as with your physical sight, for your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. This is a very beautiful message, Scorpions. And Scorpions, you're known to be having a good sixth sense. You're quite intuitive people. There's a lot of hidden knowledge and depth in you. So you should tap into that side of your personality. Listen to your inner voice, because your inner wisdom is awakening. You are clairvoyant. You have the gift to perceive things. So understand that it's not something which you should ignore. I hope, Scorpions, you liked your reading for October 2020. This is Tara with Ariana Stark. Please give us your feedback in the comment section. Ariana Stark will also be glad if you would subscribe to the channel, and also if you would hit the notification bell. Maybe you could also share this video with your friends and acquaintances so that they could get insight into their life. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.